This segment of Bridge Street is sponsored by Syracuse Straight Smiles.
Well, February is National Children's Dental Health Month, and so it's a great time to teach kids and encourage them to not only brush their teeth, but to not be afraid when visiting the dentist.
That's right, and Dr. Michael Grossman from Syracuse Straight Smiles is here this morning, and he has some great tips for us. And he's also brought along his 8-year-old daughter, Lila, who is going to talk to us as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Dr. Grossman, you normally come on to talk about straightening our teeth. You're a specialist at that, but you also do other things at your dentistry. Tell us about it.
That's right. We are a family dental office, and one of the things I like most about dentistry, aside from straightening teeth, which we always talk about, is getting to know the whole family and seeing kids from when they're 2 into their teens and beyond as I've gotten older and seeing a lot of these kids grow up, and it's a lot of fun to really get to know people. So we see the whole family, usually starting at a very young age.
Well, speaking of seeing the whole family, you have one of your children here with us this morning. So, Lila, you know how important it is to brush your teeth, right?
Yeah.
So, does your dad teach you any tips?
Yes.
Yes. And what are some of his? What would you say to maybe a little girl who says, "Okay, how should I brush my teeth? What's the most important thing?"
How often should you brush?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Twice a day.
Twice a day,
twice a
right?
day.
Yeah, that's right.
And what times?
In the morning, and at night.
Good job.
No, it sounds so simple, Dr. Grossman. Make sure you brush your teeth in the morning, at night. But what can we do as parents to make sure that this is getting done? And it's getting done right.
Well, I might do things a little differently than most, but I will, from time to time, make sure that I open their mouth and get in there and really make sure we get all the surfaces of all the teeth. And, it takes till they're probably really about her age and 10 years old to really do it right. So, I would recommend making sure at least a few times a week you get in there and make sure you're brushing all the surfaces and that there's not a lot of plaque and stuff on it.
I want to say, too, that, they've made things a lot more kid-friendly these days. The toothbrushes, even the little floss sticks, my daughter thinks they're the coolest thing because they're colored like Crayola crayons, right?
Those, right?
You know the little floss sticks? Do you use those too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think is, do you use toothpaste, right? Different kinds of toothpaste?
Yeah.
And does Daddy help you brush your teeth sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what else? What are some other things, Dr. Grossman, that we should be doing at home to keep our kids' teeth healthy?
Well, certainly the brushing and flossing. Some kids, especially when you're higher risk for cavities, a lot of kids have cavities. So far, none in our family yet, but that could easily happen. And I recommend a fluoride rinse, an Act for kids or something like that.
I was going to ask you, should they use mouthwash?
If they're old enough to not swallow it, then a kid's fluoride rinse is always a great idea.
Okay.
Last thing you do before bed, just once a day, and no rinsing or anything else. You want it to kind of sit on the teeth. Fluoride treatments, obviously, at the dentist office, and sealants are a good idea as well as preventive measures. Yeah.
For people at home too, how old do you see kids? What's the age that you start seeing children?
2 years old.
You do, 2 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, she's a smart one.
Right.
Now, before we go, you have a fun little joke,
Yes,
Dr.
we
Grossman?
do.
Okay.
So, what do you call a bear with no teeth?
A gummy bear.
There you go.
Good one.
Good job, Lila.
She's so
A
great.
gummy bear.
A gummy bear. Well, listen, if you'd like more information about Syracuse Straight Smiles, you can always give them a call, 315-276-3310, or visit them online, SyracuseStraightSmiles.com, for more information.